Right knee bent, eyes closed, and go. You can see already that some of you are needing to use the bar, you're a little off balance. This is what it's going to be like when you're older.
Can you move your knees together? Does that make it any harder? Move your knees together rather than having it in front of you.
Good job, 5 more seconds. Stay as balanced as you can. Eyes closed, Kyle. Cheating. Okay. Alright, now we're going to move on to hip dip. This is going to use the balance that we just worked on. I'm going to show you first, and then I'll have you do them. So you can hold on to the bar if you need it. You're going to stand in short stand position, so what we were just doing. Place your other hand on your hip. And now this is going to be working on hip, range of motion, and balance at the same time. So what you're going to do is this leg is going to stay completely straight. You're just going to lift your hip up, and then drop it down. Lift your hip up, and then drop it down. So this is working on hip abduction and adduction, strengthening your hip muscles so that your hips are nice and tight and strong. So go ahead and try that with your right foot down. Do 10 dips, so up and down is 1 dip. Do them on your own. Are there any questions?
Motion's not so much in your leg, but in your hip. So keep your legs still. Move your hip instead.
Put your hip up as high as you can, and then drop it down as low as you can.
Make sure that your motion is controlled, not just up and down.
So once you've done 10 on one side, then go ahead and switch over and do 10 on the other.
Take your time and focus on your form. Just be through your time.
Once you've done 10 on the other side, then go back to right leg down, and you're going to do them again, but with your eyes closed. This is going to make it a little bit more difficult. You won't have anything to focus on to keep you upright and balanced. So hand on your hip, and we'll do 10 more dips. So try and keep the leg that you're standing on, that leg should be straight. All of the motion is going to come only from your hip that's not touching the ground.
A lot of times you can just kind of feel your hips just fall. Try to control movement while you're dipping it. Back up. Everybody have any questions? You're comfortable with that move? All right.
What you're learning right now is also applicable for over like Thanksgiving break with your grandparents or your parents. Try and have them do some of these things, and you can actually have a pragmatic view of this. You can actually see where it's difficult for them to do it.
Okay, now that we've worked on our balance a little bit, we're going to do a little bit of a cool down and some stretching to work on our flexibility.
So today, as you said, today we just did balance, and then we're going to incorporate more exercise movements to build our strength so that we can execute our ultimate goals in the next few classes. So today we want to cool down. So everyone stand shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart. You breathe in, and arms above your head. Then much as you possibly can. And hold it for as high as you can. And exhale, breathe down. We're going to do it again. Breathe in. Imagine your lungs just filling up, increasing that capacity. Breathe out the side. Nice breathe. Do it again. Breathe in. And breathe down. Alright, before we go any further into the cool down, let's take our heart rate one more time.
Okay, so either position that you feel more comfortable, either in the neck for the carotid artery or the wrist for the radial artery.
Either one.
I'll time you for 30 seconds. Everyone can feel their pulse good? Yeah? Okay, ready? Go. A few more seconds. Make sure you're counting and make sure you're breathing. Five more seconds. Okay, and stop. So multiply that number by 2 again. You should be able to see if your heart rate, how your heart rate's
Is
doing.
anybody's higher? I know we just did bounce, we didn't do a lot of movement per se, but was anybody's heart rate higher than before? Cool.
So even though we're not doing very strenuous activity, you're still engaging your muscles and working on balance. So it does make a difference, even just a little bit of stuff that we were doing.
Alright, so back to our warm up or our cool down. We're gonna feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna move our heads down, kind of like we did with tumbling. You move your head down. Vertebra by vertebra, you're gonna stop when you feel like a hunchback. You're just gonna kind of let your arms hang there. Loosen up your arms, shoulders by shoulders. You're using your core and your abs to stabilize so you're not swaying back and forth, and your back. You're just going to kind of hold that while your arms dangle. And come up slowly so that you don't get dizzy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now we're going to, you need to hold on to the bar. Face whatever way you want to face, whichever arm you want to do first. You're going to reach your outside arm up as high as you can so that it's over your opposite shoulder. You're not really bending at the waist yet. You're just using your arm to stretch this out. Back muscles.
You should feel a stretch on the side of the arm that's up and a little bit of a contraction on the other side.
Your hips are still level. And keep your arms straight. Feel it? Alright, go ahead and switch to the other side. Your hand over your opposite shoulder, your hips are still level. Stretch out that shoulder muscle.
Really reach up as high as you can and then over. We'll give you more of a stretch. Be nice and flexible at your old age.
Come back down. Now we're going to roll back down, and we're going to go all the way down so that our hips are going to bend. So this is difficult for some older adults, so we don't want to get dizzy or lightheaded, so we want to move very slowly. We're going to start with your chin, through your neck, your back, and bend at the hip so that your arms just kind of hang. And you can fold your arms if you want to, if that helps to stabilize, or just let them hang down as far as you can. Again, think about your core so that you're not falling forward. Go ahead and come up slowly. Your chin's going to be the last thing to come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody lightheaded? Everyone okay? Alright, good. So next time we want you to bring a sweatshirt or a bigger t-shirt or something that won't get stuck on your shirt when you remove it over your head. We're going to be doing upper body exercises with your arms to try to increase your shoulder range of motion and elbow range of motion. So you're going to need that. So we don't want you taking off your real shirts. We love you, but not that much. So,
Do you have questions at all?
also, we're going to time warp.